And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is going to be a quick update on KASPA. In my last video, I noticed that a lot of you chimed in telling me that, hey, you want me to keep covering KASPA, and well, I decided that, okay, you know what, I'm actually going to oblige, and I'm going to start covering KASPA every time there's something to actually talk about on this chart. Now, in fact, KASPA, I don't blame you guys. KASPA has been one of the strongest performing altcoins in the entire crypto sphere right now. In fact, it might be one of the few altcoins actually flirting with its all-time high. But today I wanted to bring you guys this video to tell you that I would not be FOMOing into KASPA right here. There is technical weakness on the chart and it is staring at me in the face. So today I'll be telling you about what I'm seeing on this chart, why I think it's looking weak here on the top, and basically that next downside target that I'm gunning for. Okay, but now for those of you who are bullish and you're just like, okay, piss off, Krisha, I think KASPA is running from here, blah, 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 blah. You know what? Trading is a game of probabilities. You might be right. But in the instance that you are right, I think that price is going to give us that next bullish signature. And I'll tell you exactly what that next bullish signature is going to be for KASPA to then break its all-time high. Okay, so we'll be going over all the scenarios here, but the most immediate scenario is a bearish one, so I can't help but bring that up to your attention today. All right, now before I give you guys a lowdown on KASPA, I want to bring everyone's attention to the Mango Sprouts program. Module 2, guys, on profiting from the market cycle is out. Now this module was very, very special to me because if there's any fundamental concept I wish I knew about earlier on in my trading journey, it has to be the one on market cycles. Guys, I lost very close to $40,000 because I didn't know about this one concept. I made some stupid newbie freaking mistakes that cost me 40K. 40K some 5 years ago when I lost it was a lot of money for me, a lot. Okay, it was money that I could not afford to lose. It was almost my entire trading account, and it was devastating. Okay, so now what I have done in this module is that I have dispensed all the information that you need to make sure you're not making the same mistake as a new trader. All right, so for those of you in the Mango Sprouts program, I really, really hope you guys enjoy this module. Now, of course, if there's any questions you may have on any of the theory discussed, get into the Discord chat and just ask away. I'll be right there. Now, for those of you who do not know what the Mango Sprouts trading program is about, well, it is a trading program to empower you. So you do not need me to tell you what KASPA is about to do. So if you want to start doing your own technical analysis and really understanding when is it time to jump into an asset and when is it time to start taking your profits off of the table, this program is going to be for you. I'm going to be walking you through things from the ground up, okay? So no prior knowledge needed. Now, because this is a work in progress, guys, I'm currently running a 50% early bird discount right here, okay? So while the original price of the program is $4.99, you will effectively be getting it for $2.49. But as soon as I start releasing more modules into the course, this price will get bumped up. All right, so just a quick heads up on that. Now, another cool thing about this is that you guys as early birds get to mold the future of the program. So if there's any concept, any trading concept that you want to learn, just let me know and I'll consider throwing it into the curriculum. And this actually brings me to one of the comments made by Mags, who's one of the latest Sproutlings. She says, got into the Sprouts program, love Krisha's teaching style, so yes, already can recommend the Sprouts. She's almost done the first 2 modules as well. Good job on that. And in fact, Mags, you were actually one of the inspirations for module number 1. I went through the entire segment on TradingView because of what you had requested some 6 to 8 months ago. You know, I figured there's a lot that we take for granted, and as beginners, some people actually struggle with navigating around these trading platforms. So I had pushed that in specifically because of the recommendation made by Mags. And that's what I'm saying, guys, if you are a Sproutling, take advantage of this, and as basic as the concept is that you want me to teach you, just let me know and I will consider adding it into the curriculum. So if you want to check out the Sprouts program, guys, go ahead and check it out. You'll find it on themangoway.com/sprouts. I will be linking it down in the description below. So with this, let's jump into KASPA. Perfect. Now here we have KASPA on the 2-day time frame. The 2-day time frame, guys, is the time frame that we identified as that best high time frame to really dissect KASPA's trend on. Now, what were we looking for in our last video? I said that, hey, 2 confirmed candle closes over this level right here at around 5 cents is what's going to trigger that next bullish move to the upside. We were looking for 2 candle closes on the 2-day time frame. Right? Now, questions, did we get 2 candle closes over that 5-cent region? And no, we did not. Why was 5 cents important? Because historically, guys, just look at KASPA on this entire range from 5 cents going all the way down to 0.042 cents. Every attempt that bulls made to actually claim 5 cents was rejected. We had the first attempt here on August of this year. That was the first rejection, came down, in fact, dropped a good 30%, I believe, to the downside. Now, once again, we got back up to the 5-cent region. Now, question is, did we get 2 confirmed closes over 5 cents? No, we did not. Once again, rejected. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 days of absolute rejection on the 5-cent region. Now, once again, okay, this is when we did our last video. I told you guys the same thing. This is where we were at. And I said that, hey, this candle has not closed just yet. The last thing you want is, well, jumping into a trade right here, thinking that, hey, KASPA is clear. You know, it has reclaimed 5 cents, but only to be a victim to a candle like this. I mean, look at the bleed on that. That move, that bearish move pretty much gave back everything that it made on the prior candle. Right? You do not want to be sitting through one of that, and that's why waiting on confirmation is very, very important. Once again, did we get 2 confirmed candle closes over 5 cents? No, we did not. Once again, that too was rejection. All right, and what we have done so far is that an invalidation on that bullish move to the upside, which means continuation to the downside, and that's essentially what we're seeing here. Now, what I'm seeing on KASPA's chart is, well, growing technical weakness. Now this is the statement. If KASPA does not bounce here, the bounce has to happen right here, right now. If the bounce doesn't happen here and KASPA falls further down, even taking out these wick lows right here, I'm saying KASPA drops further down. Where to? All the way down to 0.042 cents. What is that move to the downside as far as the percent move is concerned from where price is at right now to 0.042? That's going to be a good 9 to 10% more on that dump. Okay, so now here's what I'm looking at on KASPA's chart. Now, if I take you guys on over to the daily time frame, KASPA so far, it's got a DNA of sorts, okay? And every time you identify a DNA on any chart, that is your edge. Remember that. If you find a signature either on price action alone or on price action relative to an indicator, that is a signature that you have found. That is the DNA of the chart, and you can then play that as your edge. Now, I have found something on KASPA. If I get on over to my daily time frame, turn on my Mango dynamic indicator, okay, I found that every time KASPA really does establish a upside move, a trend to the upside, it gets supported on that daily dynamic. And when it loses the dynamic, that is the first signal of, hey, continuation to the downside. We can expect a lower bid on KASPA. We can expect price to come down even further. Now, just to drive this point in, I'm just going to zoom out of this chart, okay? That way you guys get to assess price action relative to the dynamic levels. Now, for those of you who do not have access to the dynamic indicator, don't worry. I'm going to be giving you the levels right now in just a minute. But first, I want you guys to just observe price relative to that region, that cloud support. Okay, every time KASPA has established an uptrend, it has trended on dynamic support. All right, every visit, just to show you, okay, now this was that initial rally that came in November and October of 2022, where price actually rallied a good what? It rallied a good 349%, 350% to the upside. But notice how it held dynamic support on every test. Right? This one, in fact, this was a front run, but every test was met with support. It was only when we lost dynamic support did we see another move to the downside. Okay, now once again, when we started the next uptrend, this came in on Jan of 2023. What was that move to the upside? A good 633%. All right, for those of you who want to take the trend from here, that was still a good around 600% to the upside. All right, but once again, guys, notice how well price trended on dynamic support. Every touch of the dynamic, every visit of the dynamic was picked up by the bulls. All right, it was only when we lost it here, and it was a breakdown of a very, very classic bearish M-like formation double top. Right, a very classic breakdown. We got a retest and then continuation to the downside. Now, once again, when we started the third uptrend that came in on June of this year, what was that move to the upside? Okay, from when we took out dynamic resistance overhead all the way to the top, that was a good 185% to the upside. Now, once again, guys, every test of dynamic support was picked up. Okay, it was only when we lost it right here did we see continuation to the downside. It was very, very clean. Now, once again, guys, where are we at relative to dynamic support? We are currently smack on dynamic support. All right, and that's what I'm saying. If the bounce has to come in on KASPA, it has to happen right here. That's going to give me confirmation on bullish strength. The buyers are willing to step in at this price point. All right, so we want to see strength from the buyers at this price. For those of you who want to take note of the cloud numbers on the dynamic, it's a small, tiny range. It's coming in from 0.047 cents, going all the way down to 0.046 cents. All right, so that is your range. For as long as KASPA can hold that region as support, the bulls still have a fighting chance. However, as soon as we start losing this daily support and we see a candle close underneath that cloud region, all right, I will be looking for continuation to the downside. Now, is there anything alluding to potential continuation to the downside? Is there any technical weakness as far as just price action is concerned? Okay, forget the dynamic indicator. Is there anything else that I'm seeing? And yes, on the daily time frame, there's actually multiple things happening here. There's a bearish pattern within another bearish pattern. For those of you who do not see it, we have a small M-like formation right here, okay, which, by the way, has broken the neckline. So this bearish formation is officially active. All right, heading towards breaking another bigger bearish pattern, which once again is a much bigger double top-like formation. All right, all heading into where? Dynamic support, which historically has been a good bullish / bearish indicator as far as that trend is concerned. Alrighty, so now the measured move to the smaller M-like formation, guys, if I just look at it from here, all right, plotted on the break, where will this take KASPA down to? It will take KASPA all the way down to 0.44 cents. All right, that's measured move number one. But if we get down there, guys, what exactly happens? What happens to the bigger pattern? Pattern one meeting its measured move will also effectively activate pattern two, which is a much bigger bearish pattern. Okay, now the measured move of the bigger M-like formation, plotted on the break, where will this take KASPA down to? This will take KASPA all the way down to 0.037 cents. So it's going to be a bearish cascading play of sorts, but everything right now relies on price actually breaking dynamic support. All right, now once again, I'm going to be attaching the levels on my screen, so if you want to take note of it, go ahead and do so. All right, but that's going to be the first tilt of technical weakness on KASPA, which is why, guys, I would not FOMO into KASPA right here. Now, for those of you looking to bid this level right here, hoping for the next bounce, I'm saying just if price breaks, handle it off of that level. Don't get too cute, even when it comes to managing your risk. As traders, you also need to be a good loser. You need to know when it's time to cut your losses. Your capital is your gunpowder, okay? You preserving your gunpowder will help you for your next trade. Alrighty, so just make sure you're also being a good loser. These are the levels that I personally would be managing any long trade off of if I'm taking the trade right here. Now, as far as the pump criteria is concerned, guys, once again, keep it simple, stupid, okay? My criteria for the next KASPA pump does not change. I'm looking for the same frigging thing. I'm looking for two-day candle closes over that 5-cent region. For those of you who want the exact number, it's 0.050555. Once again, I'll have it on my screen right here, so you can take note of it and smack it on your chart as well. Two-day candle closes over this region is going to give me the next tilt on another move to the upside for KASPA. All right, at which point we might be looking at the activation of a much bigger cup and handle. For those of you who do not see it, this right here is the cup, and this right here would be the handle. All right, if we do something like this. The target to which will take KASPA all the way up to 9 cents. But of course, guys, wait on confirmation. Always wait on confirmation. Now, considering current market conditions, there's one thing that I personally am employing. Of course, you don't have to do the same thing, but just so that you know. Because of current market conditions, things are not looking like overly bullish, right? And that's why I am trying very hard not to catch any breakout buy. Like this right here, catching any bid on this breakout would have been a breakout buy. I am trying to avoid that. Okay, I've been trying to catch my bids on support, and then if support breaks, I'll just manage my trade off of support. So if I have to take a bit of a loss, I'll just take the loss and I'll move on with my day and, you know, look for the next trade. But I'd rather do that than, well, catch the breakouts, because in case you get stuck on a trade like this where you buy the breakout and then the next candle price pretty much retraces on you completely, managing your risk on that can be a bit of a delicate situation. Now, this is just something that I'm employing, and I thought I'd just sort of put it out there for those of you, well, who are interested. And yeah, guys, this is all I have for you on KASPA. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, well, don't forget to smash the like button, and hey, definitely suggest hitting the sub and the bell icon, especially if you're following KASPA with me, because I'm using the dynamic to keep me on the right side of KASPA right now. Okay, and the dynamic indicator, guys, the levels on that keep moving, they keep changing. So if you want to stay up to date with those levels, so make sure you hit the sub and the bell. That way you are not missing out on any video that I publish on KASPA. Alrighty, so now with this, guys, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. I will see you in the next update. Ciao.